I'm an alcoholic named LaVoy. My sobriety date is February 8th, 2014. Very grateful for that date. I don't say the date to brag or anything, but I'm nothing but a hope shot to the newcomer and anyone behind me. I'm not confused about that. One of the things that was very, very important to me in early sobriety that I was taught, and is still today, was leveling my pride. And why was I always in constant conflict with everybody else? That started with me. The majority of the time, it had nothing to do with other people. It was me. Now, when I heard in a meeting, and I definitely feel like this can also, help anyone who is interested in learning themselves and the hows, the whys, things of that nature. But I was in a meeting, and there was two things that I heard that kind of stuck out. It was, if you spot it, you got it. And the other thing was, there's a lot of times we got smoked with someone and we don't even really know them that well. Never even really spoke to them, never got to get to know them, but we're judging them. You spot it, you got it. Now, if there's something about somebody that annoys you, chances are it could be something about them that is in you that you don't like about yourself. So it's always easier to take it out on someone else, because I'm not looking at me in that limelight at all. I already have this perspective of myself. And that's just a little too much, to want to do, whatever. The other one is, I remember I had to go to this class every day, like I spoke about in my other videos. We had to walk to this church, and there was this man who used to teach class. He was super confident. He knew what he was talking about. And in my head, the first 2-3 weeks, I hated this guy. Couldn't stand him. I used to whoop his ass in my head in class every day. Beat the crap out of him. I mean, I never talked to this guy. I never asked him a question. Nothing. I'm listening to his information, the way he's giving it. You couldn't miss the message. But when I heard, those two things, I had to look at him. What is it about him that I have conflict with, and I don't even know this guy? What was it? His confidence. My entire life, I totally lacked confidence. I was never a confident individual at all. I could front, I could fake, I could act. But truth be told, extremely insecure about a lot of things. So, seeing this guy, and once I heard that and I put the pieces together, I said, wow, I need to humble myself, because it's not him that I got a problem with, it's me. And then I'm thinking back, I'm playing my tape back. Another thing that I heard a lot, I'm playing my tape back, and I'm looking at a lot of the men in my life that I grew up with. I didn't have smoke with them, you know what I mean? But I would definitely talk shit in my head here and there, like, this dude think he's, all that, whatever. But the truth be told, they're confident, LaVoy. You're not, and LaVoy, you just might be a little bit jealous. Now, to fix my mouth to say that out loud, no. Not in a million years would I even attempt. You know how that's going to make me look? Perception. I have to get rid of that. Now, because I was able to identify that 4 years ago, the confidence I have today is a confidence I've never known, ever. Um, and I'm not looking to reach a specific point of confidence and say, oh, I finally got it. That I'll never know. But I know that it's growing in different areas and different elements of my life. So I would definitely, because we're afraid to a degree to get out of that comfort zone, to accept, like the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous calls it, big chunks of truth about ourselves. But that right there, the freedom right there, and honestly, I went up to this man, we called him the Bull. I went up to him one day and I made a lightweight amends to him. Only because I judged him. I never got into detail about it, I didn't tell him like, I done kicked your ass 6 times in my head, last week. I didn't get into all that. But, I just told him, I judged you and, I was wrong for that. That was hard. It was embarrassing. There was people around and, but it helped me humble myself. It helped me take off some of these shackles. And now, because I was able to do that one thing, it was like, now things are becoming interesting because I identified, okay, LaVoy, you didn't like, now it's kind of fun. You know what I mean? It's like I'm talking to other people and I'm kind of like, do I got smoke with them? Or, now let me attack it. And now, again, it was like I addressed the issue with the confidence, and the Creator, who's my higher power, gave me confidence. You see how that works? I gave something up, and I was honest with myself, and I talked to my sponsor about it, and now I can share that open, and it's a freedom, because now I understand it's not other people that are causing, we get caught up in the blame game. If you start with yourself, the chaos. I haven't had a bad day in 4 years since I've been sober. Arguments, yes, there's been arguments, there's been disagreements and things of that nature, but it doesn't affect me to a point to where I'm carrying this with me for days. I can inventory it, I can spot it and say, okay, that's what it is. Okay, cool, keep it moving. And it doesn't affect the people around me, because we're selfish enough to say, I got it, it ain't that big of a deal. We'll minimize, we'll justify, we'll blame. But meanwhile, our spirit is tore down. Not paying attention to it affects people around you. People can feel your spirit. What's wrong with you? I can tell someone, like, no, I'm good. They know. Now it's rubbing off on them. So all I'm really suggesting is start with yourself and realize a lot of our conflict is with ourselves. It's not with other people. Love you guys.